Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of April 24th, 2021. I am Caleb Black, Luke the Big Dog Williams, along with our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury. And it's time for What's News in Wrestling. But before we get to that, Luke, how is your Saturday?
It's the day before Sunday. And it's Rebellion weekend.
That's right. We are going to talk about Rebellion. Got a lot going on today. Max, how is your Saturday?
Fucking tired.
I feel that.
He does that sometimes.
Please forgive me for not being as animated and mobile. I somehow managed to throw out my back this morning.
I know how he does.
I'm in a tremendous amount of pain, but we got these videos. We got a lot to cover, so let's get into it. The news in wrestling for the week of April 24th, obviously the big story, Mickie James gets sent a trash bag full of various items from a WWE employee.
From the Thunderdome.
Yeah, she tweets about it. Triple H almost immediately tweets back and responds and says, "This is unprofessional. We don't accept this." Stephanie McMahon responds in perpetuity, and they fired Mark Carrano, who I guess is the perpetrator of said acts. The interesting thing to note. Oh, please, yeah.
He was a former head of talent relations.
He was like Laurinaitis' second.
He was basically the guy. Also, Joe Villa, who was WWE's manager of publicity and corporate communications for nearly a decade, was also let go because fuck those guys.
Yeah.
John Cone, on the other hand, the referee, Cone,
somehow his name got involved.
He was released, and then it was
rescinded.
Yeah, rescinded due to the fact that Mickie James and all them was like, John Cone is a good dude. He didn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
John Cone is a stand-up guy. He's been a referee. He is the senior official.
Yeah, senior official.
After
Young Flair.
No, Kyoto left.
Yeah, Kyoto.
For AEW. It's a shitty situation.
Yeah.
They did announce that they had fired these people.
Yeah. The interesting thing was that after Mickie James broke the story, a number of other female talent came forward and said the exact same thing happened to them. And then Dr. Tom Pritchard, if you don't know who Dr. Tom Pritchard is, I don't have time to explain it, but learn your history, kids. Yeah. Also tweeted like this should have happened 20 years ago, because this has apparently been a way that this prick has just been disrespecting released talents for 2 fucking decades.
Yeah, Mickie James announced that sent a tweet, and then the first person to respond was Maria Bennett or Kanellis, who said, "That's funny because the same thing happened to me last year." To which Gail Kim then responded, and the same thing happened to me 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's not that. It's hard for me to believe. I'd like to take Paul Levesque and the McMahons at face value with
what they say.
We didn't know this was going on. Yeah. How the hell do you not know this is going on?
Hold on though. Managing every single corporate facet. Here's my thing. This is what trips me up. If this happened to Gail Kim 10 years ago, she had to have said something to someone, or she just clammed up because she didn't want to hurt their relationship. Both parts I understand, but does that mean she filed a report and everyone was like, oh, fuck, that didn't happen?
Well, here's the deal with Gail Kim. Gail Kim's credibility, she ruined her own credibility when she was in the WWE and decided not to play ball on a live Raw and walked from the company.
Yeah.
That's something entirely different.
Yeah.
Mickie James is a fucking legend.
Yeah.
And was let go because Vince McMahon had a wild hair. As far as Maria Kanellis, I can't really say much about her because she also was let go in the... I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
And I'm not justifying it.
Yeah.
But the difference between those two and Mickie James is...
And I could also see, too, if, like, Carrano thought it was a rip. Like, he thinks it's funny. It's just a little prank. You don't pull pranks on people you don't know like that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And obviously he didn't suggest that. What I'm saying is I could sympathize if it's a funny fucking, oh man, I got your shit. It's in a trash bag. Ha ha, good luck.
If it was something that wasn't as serious as somebody's entire fucking livelihood.
But it was disrespectful, and fortunately he's been fired. From us here at Pro Wrestling Throwdown to everybody who got Future Endeavor last week, good luck. Yeah. We're looking forward to seeing what you guys do. And Mark Carrano, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, here's the deal. If it was
Love you, Mickie James.
I'm not going to turn this into a battle of the sexes kind of thing.
Yeah.
If it was a guy who got his stuff in the trash bag, okay, that's funny. But for you to do that to somebody who is the stature of Mickie James...
The over-under that, could you imagine if when Brock quit last year, them sending him a bag, he would have beat the fuck out of every single person in that office. And Vince would have had to pay to get him out of jail.
To your point where you were like, did she say something or anything like that? I know the fact that a lot of people that it's probably happened to haven't said anything because when you go out the door of the WWE, you always want to leave that open.
And that's
policy
my point. Yeah,
I don't want to cause it. I don't want to cause a stink because I might want to come back
good terms, right, for future opportunities. Yeah. So again, go fuck yourself, Mark Carrano.
But yeah, Mickie James.
I'm looking forward.
I want to say we feel your pain.
I'm looking forward to Mickie James becoming the new NWA Women's Champion.
I'm looking forward to Mickie James every day.
Other cool news. So it was kind of funny. Last week we were talking about all the wrestling we have to watch now.
Yes.
And all these TV shows. And if you watched all of last week's videos, I said, oh man, I forgot that I left out MLW. And Luke was like, they don't have a real TV show yet. They're just on YouTube.
Yeah.
Literally, 3 days later, they announced they signed a TV deal with Vice.
Yeah.
Vice TV is the same network that does Dark Side of the Ring, which is also returning in May, or a 2-hour premiere episode on Flying Brian Pillman.
Going to be fantastic.
Check that out.
Going to have Austin on it
Austin's
as well,
on it,
which is great.
MLW is now in the fold with a national syndicated television deal, which means more wrestling I have to watch that I never thought I would complain about that, but
to speak on the Dark Side of the Ring stuff, if you haven't watched these shows, I'm going to throw a little plug out there.
Yeah.
WWE's Most Valuable Treasures, I think is what it's called.
Oh, yeah, A&E. And
fantastic show.
And the A&E biography series.
The biography on Stone Cold Steve Austin this past weekend's great.
And the one on Piper's this weekend. Piper, yeah, buddy, I've got a DVR.
Do yourself a favor.
Check them out.
Lost Treasure shows, the one with Mick Foley was fantastic.
Kane and the Undertaker on the next one.
Yes, it's going to be something that...
Sorry, you might know them as... I know them as Glenn and Mark, but you know them as Kane.
Yeah, because we're in the know like that. We're friends. They call us on Thanksgiving.
That's right.
But, no, enjoy the shows. It's something that even the most casual fan can get kind of a history lesson.
Yeah.
And biographies have always been fantastic.
Yeah. I'm a big mark for biography.
And, I mean, they're going to do everybody from Stone Cold Steve Austin to Shawn Michaels to The Undertaker to Roddy Piper, Yokozuna. It's going to be fantastic.
Snoop Dogg also made some wrestling news, talked about... so the WWE, they just worked out the product line with Snoop and The Undertaker. Snoop was a guest character on one of the mobile app games. And then Snoop did the bit with AEW. So WWE was like, all right, we're going to put our relationship with you on hold. And obviously, 2 weeks later...
2 weeks later, they got a hold of Snoop and was like, okay, we want to... It's okay, it's been enough time, this, that, and the other. And Snoop, to his credit of being the OG...
I love this.
Was like, well, since you put me on pause, it's going to be double.
It's going to be double. And they paid it. So now they're back in business, and Snoop, I guess, is going to be a unlockable character or a DLC character for 2K22. Which I hope is better than 2K20 or 21, whatever version.
And it's the ultimate G thing. It's like, well, you paused me, so now that's going to cost you double.
Not pay up, sucker.
But of course, let's be real. Vince McMahon's like, just give him that other stack that's sitting over there on my table. Yeah, it'd be fine.
He puts the OG in Snoop D-O-double-G.
Yeah, he does. It was the... Good job.
Yeah, NJPW crowns a new United Strong Style
new Strong Style champion.
Filthy Tom Lawler.
Fantastic.
Who is... So he's my kind of wrestler, old school shooter. He got the cauliflower ear and give him hell attitude.
Well, he was a legit UFC fighter.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
They called him Filthy Tom because he was one of only 4 who have been thrown out of the UFC.
Yeah.
The thing with him is it also goes back to what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
He's an MLW contracted wrestler.
So look at that. We've got another tandem working relationship.
That forbidden door thing that they've been
I'm so sick of that term. It's all the companies that aren't the WWE trying to fist the WWE.
Come on, man. It's a big fight, Phil, and it's an instant classic.
When Kenny Omega debuts in the Royal Rumble, then I'll pop. Until then, bite my fucking crank.
I don't know. Jericho was pretty big.
Jericho being on the podcast. By the way, if you did not watch the Jericho Broken Skull sessions. Not a puff piece like we thought it might be.
And then go to the Jericho podcast
and listen to the follow-up interview with Austin.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's so great. Guys, are we missing anything? Can we leave anything out? I don't think so.
No, I think we're on par.
If we did,
with everything that's taking place,
we got a lot going
Rebellion this weekend.
Yeah, which we're going to get into momentarily.
The Mickie James stuff, which is just, it's sickening to me.
Yeah, it is. It's gross.
Other than that, I think that is your news for the week of April 24th.
All right, guys. Well, you know what to do. Let us know what you think about the news in the comments down below. After you like and subscribe, find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. Follow us on Twitter at ProWrestlingTD. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. And stay tuned. We got a few more videos coming at you this week.
And a new game.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait to play the new game.